Welcome to the Nurburgring part of the X1 challenge, which is unlocked at level 30. Here are the times you can see. Gold is 208 dead. On this occasion for me it was 207.1, and let's just jump straight into my replay here. So we start off in the in-car view, but I'm just going to change it to the view I normally use. Nose cam as it's sometimes called. So there's a line just after the pit lane exit. That's a good place to brake. I go around here in third, and you can take a wide line through here, and then this next bit on the outside here, as I do. So this next part, it's best not to hit the curb on the inside. Be very careful through the right hander. There's lots of bumps there, so let that happen and then accelerate. Down to second gear for this sharp bend. Again, I didn't mean to hit the curb, that was a bit of an accident, a bit of a mistake there, so it cost me a few tenths. Best not to. It's a little bit conservative through here. It's best to take it in third, or you can take this second part in fourth. It's personal preference really. So up to 250 on the straight. Look for a 100 meter braking marker, and then you can accelerate nicely through there. And coming towards the end of the first lap now, that was a high 103. A good place to brake is as soon as you can see the curb, because there's a dip in the track, you can't see the curb until you're sort of right on top of it, but as soon as you can, that's when to brake, and keep braking for a while. So I take a different line through here. This is another way of doing it. It's more of a sort of traditional F1 racing line. Didn't mean to hit the inside curb there, that was a mistake. That was the mistake actually, which cost me a 102 on this lap. So this is a better line through here. Try and mimic that line instead of the one I did on the first lap. Flat out through here, and I was much more aggressive through this next section here. And there's quite a lot of time just really going crazy through there, so just try and carry as much speed as you can. I was a little bit later on the brakes this time, which didn't really cost me too much, but it cost me a little bit. I was just trying to make up for the past mistake and desperately trying to get a 102. So here's my another view here of the same lap, so 2 laps even. So just a few things I'd like to point out about the car. Firstly, that if you hit curbs sometimes, particularly ones on the inside, it tends to destabilise the car a little bit. As you can see, just going over there, simply a little bit wider than I would have liked. And on this corner coming up on the second lap, I actually make that mistake as well, just hitting the inside curb, which cost me a bit of time. So that's one thing to be aware of. Another thing to be aware of is just the car's got a slightly understeery nature. Obviously, because it goes around the corners so fast, you don't really notice it, but I mean it does happen. So I find that a good way of driving it is to kind of let the understeer happen, and then try and get back on the power afterwards, and not just getting on the power really early and then just, because then you kind of understeer all the way through the corner and it doesn't really give you the best lap times. So that's something I've learnt about the car. So if you're aiming for gold, a nice lap time to try and get is about low 104. That sets you up quite nicely. Then you have to do a similar lap on the second lap, only obviously you're not coming out the pit lane, so you can just be that little bit quicker. Maybe a low 104 followed by a high 103 would set you up okay for gold. But you can manage it if you do a kind of mid 104, but then you kind of have to, well, it puts pressure on the second lap to be really good. Obviously I've highlighted that I have made a few mistakes, and I've actually managed to get a 102 on the opening lap before, so there's not that much difference between the times of the first lap and the second lap. It's just where you come out the pits, it maybe costs you half a second or whatever. So that concludes this video. I hope that helps, and best of luck.